Hey guys, this is the Editor. I'm coming at you guys with a Smackdown review and discussion video. We're going to start it off with the end of the show here just because it's the first thing that came to my mind because I just got done watching the show. I did not like this end segment at all, and it sucks because I love everybody in this segment. Well, Logan Paul's kind of questionable. Him in the ring and everything's cool, but him as a person, I don't know. Now, Cena, Jay, Cody, the three biggest names in the company right now, they barely even talk. We got Logan Paul out here talking the entire time, pretty much, in this whole segment. Well, yeah, Cody comes out and he says stuff solo, but he's basically saying, like, oh, I came back and this is me. John Cena screwed me over and I hesitated. Well, next time I'm not going to hesitate again. You know, this, that, and the third. And then he invites Jey Uso out. Jey Uso comes out with, you know, his like 10-minute entrance. He comes out, the song ends, and then they redo it because the crowd's chanting like one more time or whatever. Jay gets up on the turnbuckle, starts yeeting again, and then all of a sudden John Cena's music hits. Okay, and this is when it starts getting real, and I'm like, oh, let's go. So Cena comes out, does his entrance, grabs the microphone, comes in the ring, and he talks for a minute, calling both Jey Uso and Cody Rhodes John Cena wannabes. Promo's going great, and then he says, well, my partner's here too, so he invites Logan Paul out. And I didn't know if Logan or Jay was going to be involved in this or not, but they were. This really wasn't even a Cody and John Cena confrontation, even though they called it that, and they talked about it several times, saying that, oh, John Cena and Cody Rhodes face-to-face tonight. But it's the two teams face-to-face, and Logan Paul gets the most mic time out of everybody in this whole segment here. John Cena's putting over Logan Paul, calling him the only person with hustle, loyalty, and respect in the company and everything. You know, obviously it's heel stuff, so it's got to be ironic, but it just did not work for me. I did not like this segment at all. I don't like, really, I did like it at first, but now after seeing the segment, I don't like it anymore. This tag team match. You know what we could be having right now? We could be having John Cena versus CM Punk or John Cena versus Cody Rhodes, just a singles match. This tag match is going to end in some bad stuff. I was going to say the F word, but I don't know how YouTube is with cuss words anymore. It's been a long time. But then the promo continues on, and it finally gets to the climax here where John Cena and Logan Paul are about to leave the ring here. But then there's a little confrontation between Logan Paul and John Cena because Logan's like, hold on, man, why are you leaving the ring? And then Cena's like, well, come on, man, we got to go. And then Logan like kind of pushes his shoulder a little bit. And then this was interesting. They kind of have a little stare off here, but then Cody Rhodes had to ruin it all. And then he speaks, and then they end up fighting anyways. And then what happens is it ends how every single John Cena promo has since he turned heel. The babyfaces go over, and they're standing in the ring together. Cody Rhodes is holding Cena's belt, and Jay is holding Jay's belt. And that's the end of the segment. Then the show goes off air. So next week, I can't wait for this same exact thing to happen again, because every time that we've had a John Cena promo, the babyface goes over. John Cena hasn't stood over the babyface not one time yet. Only at the pay-per-views, at WrestleMania and Backlash so far. Money in the Bank, we'll see what... Oh, yeah, and whatever, Saturday night's main event. Not at the end of the show, but the end of Truth's match, I guess. We'll see what happens at Money in the Bank. I hope that this goes better than what's going on in my head right now. I'm really not liking it. I was at first at Saturday night's main event. I thought it was weird. I was like, okay, this is strange. We're doing a tag match when I thought it was going to be a one-on-one thing. And maybe it was going to tie into Punk or something. I'm going to stop being a little aggressive here, and we're just going to move in. I'm going to review the rest of the show, or actually just talk about it. Some things I really did not care about, but there was a lot of good things in this show. But alrighty, moving on, we have the start of the show with Bianca Belair coming out there. This is her hometown, Knoxville, Tennessee. I did not know this was her hometown. She comes out, cuts a little babyface promo talking about the city. This is her safe space and that. Her parents are sitting in the front row there. But then after a while, Naomi's music hits, and she comes out, and she starts talking to Bianca as well, talking about how she was at her parents' house and just kind of walked in, breaking and entering there. But then Jade Cargill's music hits. She comes out. She don't even pick up a microphone. She just wants to fight. Starts fighting with Naomi, basically just saying, like, sit down. And then that was it. Pretty much with that segment. Nia Jax comes out, not to talk in the promo, but because there is a qualifying match between Naomi, Nia Jax, and Jade Cargill. And this match was pretty good. One of my favorite matches of the night, honestly. It might have been my favorite match. There was another one that I did enjoy. Actually, no, there's two more that I did like, but I didn't like the finish to one of them. We'll get to that later. The qualifying match goes on. My pick for this was Jade. I wanted Jade to win this because, like, oh, she could be a believable winner in this thing, you know, for the briefcase. But Naomi ended up winning, which I'm cool with as well. I just didn't want Nia because we don't need her to be champion again. I'm sorry to any Nia fans out there, but we don't need that. But moving on from that, R-Truth and the New Bloodline have a little promo backstage, and then they decide on a match between JC Mateo and R-Truth. Poor R-Truth, man. Jobbing out since he's been in the company, basically. But then he comes out, does his entrance and everything. JC Mateo comes out there. They have their match. I will say, JC Mateo's finisher looks really cool. It looks weak. It's like a reverse power slam, but it looks so cool. It don't really look like a finisher to me, though. It looks cool enough that I'll let it slide. And then they start picking on R-Truth. Jimmy Uso is like, oh, no, you ain't about to do that. Comes out there with a chair, and they have this little thing. Solo's trying to talk to him. JC Mateo comes up behind him, hits him. Solo's like, hey, man, stop doing that. I was trying to talk to him. I don't know if we'll get Jimmy being a heel again in the Bloodline or not. Maybe when Jacob turns. I don't know. We'll see. I'll get to the Jacob thing in a minute. And then we had a bunch of the tag teams from SmackDown coming out, which I do not care about the tag division at all. So I immediately wanted to skip this, and I did skip some of it all the way until the DIY portion when they come out. Listen to the promo for a little bit, and then Wyatt Six comes out again. I'm glad they're on TV on a regular basis because they build them up for literally nothing. How long ago was that? It was like right when Gable turned heel. Was that a year ago at this point? Oh my god, and they've been on Raw and SmackDown maybe 4 or 5 times since then. Hopefully they stay this time, but they basically beat the hell out of everybody. When we move on, we have a tag match between Rey Fenix, Javon Evans. Oh man, forgive me, but I don't know the other two people's names. But that match goes on for a while, and there's this guy, Ethan Page. I don't know who he is. I just found out about him today. I do not watch NXT, I'm sorry. I do know who Javon Evans is, though, from social media, and I have seen clips of the guy. The kid's only 21 years old, and he's one of the best high flyers I've ever seen. It's insane. When I was 21, I couldn't even have a foot vertical. This guy's over here jumping and flipping and doing all kinds of stuff. But this match, unfortunately, as good as it was, had a wacky finish. The Ethan Page guy interferes. Like I said, I don't know who he is, so I'm kind of biased here. This happens, and then Rey Fenix and Javon Evans lose the match. I don't really know what this match was for, because the Fatal 4-Way thing is still going to be happening at the Worlds Collide event. Moving on, Zelina Vega, and once again, I don't know who the opponent's name is. Not important because I didn't even watch the match. I fast-forwarded it, but Zelina Vega did win. It was like one of the people in Chelsea Green's crew. I could not care less about this. Damian Priest comes out, cuts a solid promo. I thought Damian might turn heel again or something, just based on the way that the Drew match ended at Saturday night's main event. Drew might come back as a babyface at one point because Damian did kind of put him over in the promo, saying like, oh, that wasn't the guy that hides on social media. That was the guy that does this and that. He was a warrior. I don't know what that accent was. And then he calls out Jacob Fatu. Damian Priest and Jacob Fatu could be an interesting feud. Will the Bloodline mess it up? Probably, but we'll see. It could be interesting. Priest is a big enough name that if Jacob Fatu were to put him down, that would build up Jacob Fatu even more. Or if Priest goes over, that would make Priest look very strong, but I don't think they're going to do that. They're going to keep building up Fatu. He's going to be a really big babyface in the future, I think. I could be wrong. I'm not Triple H over here. Then we had the Triple Threat qualifying match to go to Money in the Bank. That is Jacob Fatu, Andrade, and Carmelo Hayes. My pick for this was Fatu. I know he's the U.S. champ, but I didn't think he was going to be winning the briefcase or anything like that. I just figured this would be a good time to have Solo and Jacob get physical with each other in the match, the Money in the Bank match specifically. But Andrade went over, which I am actually happy about because Andrade has been jobbing out for a while, and he is a very good in-ring performer, and he finally got something. He got a win here, all thanks to the New Bloodline kind of throwing, because Jacob was going to win this match. And then finally we are getting more heated with this Jacob Fatu and Solo thing. This JC Mateo guy's around now, so that's kind of unfair because once Jacob turns on Solo, He's going to get his ass beat by this guy. They got to protect him, obviously, because he's new. I don't know if Jacob's just going to squash him or not. We'll see what happens. I have been wanting this Solo and Jacob thing for a while here. I do like JC Mateo. Don't catch me wrong there. I'm just saying the way the story is going to go, I don't know if they do it right. I'm sure it'll be great. But I really don't know what else to say. I mean, I guess there was an outside segment with Solo and Jacob after that, and JC Mateo was outside, and Jacob was just throwing everything around, saying like, damn, I can't even win a match around here. And Jacob was like, you know, I told you, this is the last time I'm going to tell you, I don't need your help. You know, please stop trying to help me, because when you do, it messes everything up for me. And yeah, I don't have to talk about the John Cena and Cody Rhodes promo, because I already did. 20 minutes of a whole lot of nothing, in my opinion. We're pretty much where we were before tonight, or whatever, last night, because the time I posted this video, this thing's not going to be up till like 7 o'clock the next morning. My apologies, because I didn't watch the show until like 4 o'clock in the morning. Very late to this thing. But yeah, overall, the show as a whole, it was okay. I liked the Priest promo. The triple threat match was good. The tag match was good all the way until the finish for me. R-Truth being there is a big plus. The promo with Bianca Jade and Naomi was good as well. I did like that. And the triple threat women's match right there, like I said, was probably my favorite match of the night. It's hard to decide between the Fatu triple threat and the Naomi triple threat. I can't decide which one was better right there. But they were both good matches. I enjoyed it. But yeah, that's pretty much it for the video. Leave your thoughts below if you agree or disagree with me. Let me know. Or if you just want to say what's up, go ahead. I'll say what's up back to you. But yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. I hope you guys did enjoy the video. If you did, drop it a like. If you did not, drop it a dislike. If you guys want to see more videos like this, hit the sub button and you will see more. Other than all that stuff, I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.
I ain't got no more talking.